One of the primary roles of an operator is to monitor the refrigeration system. The tool employed for this purpose is sometimes called a daily log or shift log. Even for fully automated refrigeration systems that have computers collecting data on an ongoing basis, performing a physical inspection of the system is important. A human eye may catch an abnormality that cannot be traced because of a faulty sensor. As stated previously, the log sheet is simply a tool to direct the operator's attention to parameters that should be monitored. Therefore, before developing a log sheet, the operator must first establish the parameters that must be monitored and the acceptable ranges for each parameter. For example, if a machinery room is configured with a gauge board displaying the house suction and discharge pressures, it makes sense that those parameters would be monitored when performing a shift inspection. Recording the pressures is only of benefit if coupled with the knowledge of what is acceptable. If the suction pressure is typically between 30 and 45 psig, but an operator observes a pressure of 50 psig, that should be a catalyst to investigate the situation. Compressors typically have the most parameters that are tracked. Here are some of the common examples. Is the compressor running? What is the runtime? Is the oil level adequate? Are there active alarms? What is the suction temperature? What is the suction pressure? What is the discharge temperature? What is the discharge pressure? What is the oil temperature? What is the oil pressure? What is the oil filter differential pressure? Is the compressor free from oil leaks? What amperage is being drawn? What is the slide valve position? Is the unit free from abnormal sounds and vibration? Is the drive guard in place? For condensers, the following parameters are typically monitored daily. Are the fans running? What is the fan speed? Are the pumps running? How do the belts look? The primary parameter for vessels is the liquid level, which may be measured in inches if the vessel has a sight glass column, or percentage if equipped with a level probe. Various types of evaporators may be installed in a refrigeration system, but all of them should be monitored for the proper air, secondary coolant, or product temperature. Depending on the facility, system logs may be taken every 2 hours, every shift, or maybe just once per day. For a business with a large refrigeration operating staff, the completed log must be turned in to a supervisor for approval or given to the next shift operator as a means to communicate the condition of the system in the previous shift. When parameters are tracked accurately, the log sheet can become a helpful reference tool to analyze system performance over time. For example, comparing a log sheet from June to a log sheet from the previous June might provide insight into performance changes. We've all heard the mantra, if it wasn't documented, it didn't happen. Therefore, the completed log sheets should be organized and available for future reference in case they are requested by an auditor.
So the daily inspection is like the foundation of a mechanical integrity program for an ammonia refrigeration facility. I've got to do a lot of different audits of facilities and see variations in documentation. I've seen the good and I've seen the bad. And one thing I'd like to share with all of you in this video is I've seen really well documented daily inspections where each column is nicely, precisely filled out, recording values. But when the suction pressure or the suction temperature, as I look at that value, it's recording, 459 degrees Fahrenheit. Clearly, there's a problem on the microprocessor, a probe out of calibration, but the person reporting that didn't recognize it. So it's really important that on the daily log, there be the person performing it and understand what the constraints are. What are the operating limits? What are the acceptable lower and upper values for each criteria, each parameter that they are measuring?
It is completely acceptable to utilize technology when performing a system log. Employing web-based checklists can improve efficiency, organization, and provide valuable insight. However, a system log should rely on the operator's senses. Sight is critical for reading gauges and recognizing hazards. Smell is used to identify leaks, especially in ammonia systems. Touch can be employed to assess temperature. The use of hearing can alert an operator to an abnormality, such as a loose belt or bad bearing.
So utilizing our human senses is very important during a daily inspection, especially for the operator who is so familiar with the refrigeration system and the machinery room in particular. Obviously, if it's an ammonia refrigeration system, our sense of smell will be very important because we can detect a release very, very early, okay? That one's pretty obvious. But beyond that, our sense of hearing is really valuable as well. A good operator knows what their room sounds like. They know what the equipment sounds like. I might come to your facility and not notice something that the operator would notice because they're in, day out. Now, what might they notice? Oh, it could be a belt that's beginning to fail. It could be a bearing beginning to go out. It could be some other vibration that's being caused by a valve malfunction or something like that. Even sense of touch can be very valuable. Knowing subjectively the temperature of various pipes, maybe on the discharge of a compressor versus the suction of a compressor, can be a helpful tool. Of course, be careful. You don't want to just grab the discharge of a pipe. It can be very hot, but using the back of your hand and gently just feeling that, or putting it over the back of a motor to make sure the fan is blowing, is cooling it. It can be a helpful way to use senses when doing a daily inspection.